nerds, what's up? Today is the 7th and I wanted today's vlog to have some focus on the foods because one, I want to hold myself more accountable because I've been not eating in the morning and then being like starving by lunch. So it is in the morning. It is like 9. It's like 9:30. No, what? It's 10:30. I'm on my break. What am I doing? I'm on my 10 and I'm having a protein shake. This is Bloom Supplements cinnamon bun with just water and it is delicious. And then I'm also having a cinnamon oatmeal. This is I don't remember the brand, but it's real good. It's like a light cinnamon, and I am like lazy and I don't put anything in my anything in my oatmeal, but you totally could. So that's what I'm having for breakfast, and then I'll catch you up on later food. But yeah, today I just have to work. Obviously, it's Monday. My cats are hanging out with me. There they are. Look at how cute they are. So yeah, have to work and I need to run an errand at my lunch. I need to go pick up something from that Buy Nothing group. I am getting one of those like hair wavers for free. Like those things are so expensive. So I'm very excited about that. Hopefully it'll work. My hair might not even be long enough for it, but like I can't decide if I'm growing out my hair at this point. We'll see. So I need to do that. I really need to do laundry, but we'll see. And then today is starting a new fitness program by Katie Yovan. So Katie Yovan does this fitness 2-week program and she just dropped her new app. There's a free version and then there's a subscription version, and I'm not getting the subscription one, but fitness is free on there. So I'm going to do that later. So that's, a basically very easy day. I do want to talk about The Happiest Season, which is a Hulu original movie with Kristen Stewart in it. I'll talk about that later, but I really want to talk about it because I like hated it and loved it all at once. Hello, I got to eat my lunch. I made a mess, as you saw. Yeah, so I made my lunch. I made a buffalo ranch salad. And what I do with these like prepackaged ones is I always put one in a to-go and then eat the one. And then I don't ever put the dressing on the one that I'm leaving for the next day because I don't like how it changes the texture of the salad. But as you saw, I like accidentally flipped it into the wrong bowl. So I put the other one away. I ate this one. And then I also had a snack of the Ritz crackers with it. So that was tasty. I loved it. I love those Ritz crackers. They're so good. And then I also went and picked up my curlers. So I wanted to show it to you guys. So it's like one of these wavers. So I've never used one of these before. I'm a little bit nervous, but it's by Revlon. And yeah, I don't know. I guess my hair is long enough for this because my hair goes to like here. So yeah, I could use it. So I'll have to try this out sometime soon. But yeah, I picked that up and then came home and ate. And now I'm about to have to go back to work. I have like 5 minutes, but I wanted to talk about The Happiest Season. Okay, so this is a Christmas movie on Hulu. It's a Hulu original, like I said earlier. Kristen Stewart stars in it along with, I don't remember any of the other actresses and actors' names, but anyways, it's about Kristen Stewart's character, Abby. Abby is dating her girlfriend and she has a plan to ask her to marry her like in New Year, and she doesn't really like Christmas that much, but her girlfriend is a huge fan of Christmas and she always goes home for the holidays, And so they didn't plan to go together. The night before the girlfriend is supposed to leave for her family trip, she asks Abby to go with her. And Abby says yes. And then the girlfriend, like, on their way to the family, announces to Abby that, remember when I told you that I, like, came out to my family and all of that and everything went really well? That's not true. I still haven't come out. So the whole movie is about the 5 days spent at the family's house, and the family doesn't know that their daughter is gay. They don't know that Abby is her girlfriend, and you also find out other stuff about some of her exes. And it's one of those movies, like, a lot of the characters are just so unlikable. Like, Abby I liked, and the girlfriend I didn't like, for more than just the whole she's not out yet, because that's totally understandable. I feel like they did a really good job, like, dealing with that topic in the LGBTQ community. Like, coming out isn't always a good story. In fact, often it isn't. And we also have a gay male best friend of Abby's that we get a lot of, and he just is the voice of reason throughout the whole show. He's, like, also the comedic relief, and he was amazing. He's, like, the only likable character from start to end, along with the ex-girlfriend Riley. I really liked her, and I also really like that actress. I forget her name. But yeah, like, everyone is just kind of annoying. Their girlfriend has 2 sisters, so the 3 siblings are there. And then the dad is, like, the dad and the mom are both, like, super into, like, the aesthetics and the, like, appearances and stuff. And so yeah, it's this story of coming out, and then also a story of, like, you being the person in the relationship and knowing what you're comfortable with working with your partner in their story of coming out. Does that make sense? Overall, I ended up really liking it. I think I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars originally, and now that I've thought about it, I think I'm still going to stick with a 4.5 if I was giving it a star rating, just because there is a story that has to do with the ex-girlfriend that I didn't feel we got a good enough closure on. I just would have liked an apology from someone, and I'm not going to go into it because obviously spoilers, but that was annoying. And then the biggest thing that also irritated me in regards to, like, how the girlfriend treated Abby throughout this movie was her constantly choosing to let Abby be by herself in this new environment when they're both already lying and everything already. So, like, it's already uncomfortable because they're already, like, tense and everything. And then on top of that, like, she's meeting all of the girlfriend's family for the first time. She's staying in their house, and all of, like, the girlfriend's old friends that she hasn't met yet because they live far away and all that. Like, the girlfriend never really included her, and I do understand, like, thinking about all the lying and everything, I understand why the girlfriend would be, like, kind of pushing her away throughout this whole trip, because obviously she's uncomfortable with the lying she's doing and all that. She doesn't want to get caught and whatever. And I totally get that, but that didn't make it feel, like, okay to me. So I was glad the way that the climactic conversation happened, and that's all I really want to say, but I felt like it made it better. It made it understandable, and it didn't feel like it was just brushed off. It felt like it was handled, if that makes sense. So overall, really thoroughly enjoyed it. I was very happy with the ending. It did wrap up really easily, but, like, also it was just, like, a feel-good movie, so that was just, I liked it. And I loved the 1 year later. There's a 1 year later section, and it was cute. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to work because my alarm just went off to go back, and I'll see you guys when I'm off work. Bye. Can we just appreciate this? Like, why is he staring like he has a death wish for you all? But without further ado, that's my workout. As you saw, that is the Katie, Thrive by Katie app. She just released it and I'm obsessed with her. She's a YouTuber and an Instagrammer and does workout stuff, so she just released an app. It was fun. I'm gonna review it when I'm not standing like this because it's super awkward. But we're gonna go make some dinner now. The internet isn't working on my phone.
Have you updated to the latest iOS?
I don't know, you check it. Okay, dokie. We're gonna make like a Thai chicken and rice and veggies thing is what I'm going for today. No, that's not what I wanted. That is what I wanted. And Matt is trying to fix my phone because for some reason, technology hates me and only me. And so the internet stopped working on my phone. I've reset it. I've done a bunch of things. Nothing is working. It's very annoying. And earlier, like 3 days ago, Matt, when my computer wasn't connecting, like why? Why does it just not connect for me? Okay, put some curry powder in here. I smell the curry. Yeah, and then put some garlic salt. Should I make a double batch of this rice? Okay, last meal of the day. I'm so excited for it. It's a Thai, like curry flavored white rice with curry flavored chicken. I have some green beans and cauliflower in here, and then I drizzled some sriracha mayo and then a little bit less of the regular sriracha. It looks so good. I don't even want to touch it yet because I want to take a picture of it. But it smells amazing. I hope it tastes. I am like 2/3 of the way into A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Like I said in a previous vlog, I'm rereading that with Sierra and Chelsea, so that's going lovely. And then I wanted to talk about the fitness app. I did talk about it a little bit in that previous in that previous clip. But so Katie Yovan is her name. She has a YouTube channel and an Instagram, and then she just came out with this app. And I really like how it looks. It's very pretty. And then the workout itself, I was actually expecting it to be a little bit longer because usually her workouts that I've done in the past, like from Instagram and from, like, she does live workouts as well. Usually those are a bit longer. This one, it took me like 20 minutes to get through. So then I did some foam rolling like you saw afterwards and kind of took an easier day because actually my back is still pretty sore from my workout 2 days ago. The only thing that like so far I would say I really wish was different about the app is that the screen doesn't stay on the same way that like, you know, YouTube, it doesn't time out. I have another workout app by Sarah from Sarah's Day, and hers doesn't time out either. And similar to like ebook apps, obviously don't time out. So I just wish that this one had that setting. I don't know if I can change that, but I wish it like automatically had that setting at least, because it was kind of frustrating to have to like open my phone back up. I mean, it's such a small complaint, but if I was to say anything that could have been better, that would be it. Like I said earlier, the app does have a subscription fee and then you get access to more things. So I don't know yet what is going to be accessible in the free version versus the paid version. I am not planning on paying for it as of right now. I definitely want to check out what she continues to offer free before I decide to buy it. Yeah, so that's basically it for that. What you can't see here is that I have 3 loads of laundry, clean, laying on the bed. So after I eat, I'm planning on doing the laundry, and then that's basically it. I was thinking about showing you like my calorie tracker, so I think I'm gonna do that in a clip after I finish eating because I want to eat this while it's hot, but I probably will do that after this. All right, it is now actually the next day because I didn't film the outro to this video yet, but I did want to show you my calorie counting. So if you're not at all interested in this and you don't want to look at calories and stuff, it's totally fine. I'll pop a time in here so that you can just go to the end of the video. So this is what my MyFitnessPal looks like, and as you can see, I have eaten today. I just haven't tracked yet today, but going to yesterday, this is my meals for the day. So I do have my goal set at 1,200, but it's not a hard and fast goal. Usually I eat probably about 1,300, and yesterday, as you can see, I ate more than that. So for breakfast, I had my fiber, and it says prenatals in here, but it's literally just vitamins. It's not an exciting thing. Don't look at it. My greens and superfoods, I have my cinnamon roll oats in here, and as well as the protein that I was eating yesterday. And then you saw me eat the buffalo ranch salad, and I did have crackers. Those are later, so I'll show you that in a second. And then for dinner, I had chicken with white rice and stir-fried vegetables, sriracha mayo, and less sodium soy sauce. So all of these things, you can actually like scan the barcode and get the like list of ingredients, but I've also made my own meals in here for things that I make, like for recipes and stuff. So that I didn't make anything in particular like that yesterday, so you didn't see any of that, but I do have that option. And then in the snacks, there's my sour cream and onion Ritz crackers, and then I also did have a small slice of vanilla cake last night. It was David's birthday. David is my brother-in-law who lives with us. It was his birthday on the 6th, so we still had some cake left over, and I had a small piece. My favorite part of looking at this though is actually here. So you can see what's called macros. So the blue is your carbs, and then the fat is the fat, and green is protein. And I like to try to hit as close to 33% each way as possible. That's like always my goal. Usually I do hit a little bit more of carbs, just like you're seeing here, and I try to at least hit 20% of protein every day, but ideally I'd like that 30. And then it does show you the grams next to it, if you can see that. You can also click on each individual thing. So the chicken breast is obviously very high protein and small of everything else, whereas the ranch mix is going to be more mixed. So you have 20 grams of carbs, 22 grams of fat, and 6 grams of protein. So you can see the percentages around the circle of the calorie count on there too. So yeah, that's what my tracking looks like. And then I try to track water. This isn't always 100% accurate just because I don't always track everything with water wise. And then the exercise I just completely ignore. I do work out almost every day, but I don't include it in here because I have it set to already accommodate for the fact that I'm active. So yeah, so that's like what my calorie counting looks like. I feel like there's a really bad connotation with what calorie counting is, because it's usually associated with like starving yourself or like eating under and being in a deficit just constantly and all of that. For me, I do know that I myself gravitate towards just carbs. I have a hard time actively remembering to eat a mix of proteins and carbs and fats. And so if I'm putting it in here, then I can see, okay, for breakfast, I really only had like cereal, which is all carbohydrates. So I need to eat more protein and more fat later in the day. So that's what I use it for the most, is to really make sure that I'm balancing out those meals. And then of course I am looking at the calories in total. I have a very slow metabolism, or I don't expend a lot of energy throughout my day. I've tracked my macros like the average way, which is like you put it into a calculator, you put your age, your height, your weight, your activity level into a thing, and then it gives you an average. And then I also use my phone, and I have an Apple Watch, so it's like tracking me all day long. And of course, everything has some lack of trust in there, because it doesn't mean that it's always 100% accurate, but using it as like a starting point is nice. And so based on like what the Apple Watch is telling me, and based on how I gain or lose weight compared to what the average calculator tells me, I expend a lot less energy than the average person that's my weight and my height and all of that. And I don't know necessarily if that's just because I tend to be very comfortable sitting in one spot for a very long time, so I don't get up and move a lot, especially now working from home. Like, I never move. I mean, I try to, but like just on my own naturally, I don't necessarily. So what I was getting into that is looking at my resting energy on my Apple Watch. I mean, on my iPhone, but using my Apple Watch to calculate. So like, I know what my average resting energy is. I know how much I often expend on a daily basis with workouts. And so I'm using that to calculate, okay, if I want to lose some weight, then this is how much I need to be eating. And if I want to gain some weight, then this is how much I need to be eating. So I almost never actually move the number that's in the tracker as my goal. I just know, okay, I want to go over or under that. And 1200 is always too low. Like, that's, I don't want it to be higher, because my brain goes, oh, if I have more to spend, then I should just eat more, even though I'm not hungry. So I'd rather have it lower so that doesn't happen. So anyways, that's my stuff with the calorie counting thing, in case you were curious after seeing my eating in a day and kind of how much all of that is worth. If you're interested in learning more about like macros and calorie counting and stuff like that, I am not the source of information that you want to be looking at. I love Misfit and Nerdy. I feel like she does a really good job of breaking down the science behind it. She reads a lot of scientific studies and stuff like that, so I would really check her out. And then I'll list a couple more in the comments down below if I can think of any that specifically deal with calorie counting. So if you're interested in that, you can check those out. And yeah, so that is going to be the video for today. And other than that, I don't really have anything planned for today other than hanging out with my cat. I have a long lunch today because we had another staff meeting. We have a 2-day staff meeting every quarter. So today's all staff was only in the morning. It was supposed to go until noon, but it's only 11:30, and our CEO said, just have a long lunch. So I was like, okay, I'll take that. So I have a long lunch today. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Probably I'll film that video, but until then, see you guys tomorrow.